Hello, Cybersecurity Mythbusters fans. I'm Nelson Mello, founding engineer of BYOD Identity, and joining me is the incredible Jing Gu, cybersecurity expert and product marketing lead.
Hello, everyone. Today we are diving headfirst into a common myth that's been giving IT and security departments a few sleepless nights. And it's the belief that bring your own device programs are a security nightmare. Amber, she wrote to us with this question. Dear Cybersecurity Mythbusters, we have contractors that use their own devices, and I can suggest precautions that they can take. I can give them a ton of cybersecurity training, but I just feel like I don't have any control over what devices are accessing my company's precious data. And I've heard similar stories before. Is there a known way to implement a bring your own device program without giving up the control and security that I really want to implement on these devices?
Oh man, Amber, we've heard that too, but you might be surprised by some of the technology out there and what we can do.
Nelson, I have an idea. Let's call Dan. This is right up his alley.
All right, yeah, Dan Lee, founder and CEO of Redcope IT, a proactive and secure by design managed service provider, or MSP. Dan is one of the most security-obsessed people we know, and he'll definitely have some great insights.
Hello? Oh, hey, Cybersecurity Mythbusters. I'm guessing you need help busting a myth wide open?
Absolutely. So the myth we're tackling today suggests that with bring your own device programs, organizations are losing control and facing increased risks due to employees managing their device updates and transitioning between personal and work use. But is that really the case?
Let's break it down. The myth suggests that there's not much that organizations can do to control access from unmanaged devices. But here's the reality. The right access management solution can bring these devices into the fold without compromising privacy.
That's correct, Jing. One way to dispel this myth is by implementing device trust solutions that evaluate device risk signals, which are then used to determine decisions in real time. We're talking about solutions that ensure devices are in compliance before allowing them to authenticate.
So with device trust solution, what you're saying is that we don't have to blindly trust all of these devices now?
That's right, Jing. With these newer solutions, you're evaluating their security posture before granting access. These solutions consider security attributes like the device's operating system, patch level, and security configurations. If a device is up to date and meets your security requirements, it's granted access. If the device fails these policy checks, the device is denied access. And here's the kicker. It's all done without compromising user privacy. We're talking about protecting the organization without prying into personal data.
So how can companies best find and evaluate those kinds of solutions, Dan?
They could choose to partner with an MSSP like ourselves, and what we do is we evaluate the existing security stack and the technology investments you've already made, and then from there we can look at the entire marketplace of solutions, providers, vendors, and try to figure out what's best to fit in with your current environment.
So, to Amber and our audience, the myth that bring your own device is a security disaster is just that, a myth. With the right security solution, you can embrace bring your own devices to manage unmanaged devices and ensure that your organization stays secure.
Absolutely. It's about taking control without sacrificing privacy. The right technology can make BYOD a win-win for both organizations and employees.
Bye, Dan. So that's a wrap for this episode of Cybersecurity Mythbusters. Huge thanks to Dan Lee for joining us, and remember, not all myths are created equal. Stay secure, everyone.
Until next time, bye.
Bye.